Hello everyone. Hi everyone. My name is Prashant and I'll be demonstrating you Brick Starter Kit Blazor version one more time. This is my second demo, and in this demo I'm going to cover the multi-tenancy features of Brick version of the .NET Starter Kit Brick Starter. Before I move forward, I would like to give you a brief, very quick introduction of Brick Starter. We have been working on lots of many .NET projects that are related to SaaS, and every time we start a new project, we have to repeat the process of implementing the basic features uh, that are needed by every SaaS system. So we decided to create a starter template in .NET Core backend and implement the most useful features. And initial version was released in December 2024. We implemented email ASP.NET identity authentication, multi-factor authentication, roles and permissions, user management, and tenant management. Once we started implementing this, as we move forward and start keep adding more features as we moved forward, because it was very helpful to build the new SaaS start the new SaaS project, and it was saving us at least 2 to 3 weeks. So that is the reason why we created this starter kit. And later on, as the we in December 2024 we released a first free version of Brick Starter Kit with Angular and React frontend. It was downloaded by 85 developers, and everybody liked it so much. And until October 2025, we we kept distributing that free version without any paid features. And then later on, between June to December 2025, we introduced a new version of Brick Starter Kit that was having lots of features related to subscription management and all that. Right now, Brick Starter is available with Angular, React, Vue, ASP.NET MVC, and Blazor versions. And today I'm going to, and these all front ends are available in a single tenant and multi-tenant. Under the hood, we are handling the request your for your choices. And then here is a little form that will capture your interest, and then ask for project name and company name and project name that will be used to generate the project. You select if it is a single or multi-tenant, and the front end you want to use, and database you want to select, and the email service that you want to use. We also launch this in Product Hunt and get lots of upvotes and questions. We also got a single review back in 2025. So whenever you feel like a right time, you can enter these details and download this one of these starter templates for multi-tenant or single tenant, with a choice of your front end and database, and you should be good to go. So in today's demo, I'm going to demonstrate the multi-tenancy Blazor version. I'll be using this project uses PostgreSQL, multi-tenancy, Blazor, and SMTP. So let me get started with the real quickly running the Visual Studio project, and then bring up the the browser on this screen. So when you request for a brick starter with choice of your with your template, it comes up with a full source code, and there is a prerequisite for running these projects, like you have to install Redis, you have to install the latest .NET 10, and um, along with that some of the other dependencies like Postgres and pgadmin if you are using a Postgres version, and then using the yet another Redis desktop manager, which will help you generate the clear the caching and all that stuff. So once you run this project based on the getting started instructions, you will see ASP.NET Aspire dashboard, where you can click on this particular project, and then it will display a login screen to you. So by default there is a I was already logged in to this one, but there is a default username and password that is generated that will be shared with you. So the first thing that we have to do after running since this is a host tenant, and you can say this using since this is a development environment, we are using localhost as the default or a host tenant. And in the host tenant you have to go to the settings and then configure this SMTP settings, so that whenever we are creating a new tenant registration, then you can receive that. Other than that, there are other settings, but you can I'm just skipping these settings for now and going to the plans. So in this demo I have already created a basic plan with the $5 per month, and single user is included. With every additional user there will be $5 of a plan. If you want to create a new customized plan, you can create it by having a plan name, maximum users, price for the plan, and then price for every additional user, along with is active and some HTML description to this. For now I'm just keeping all the settings as is, and then moving ahead to create a new tenant registration. So I'll just copy this URL and then go to another browser, and then click on creating a new account. I'm going to create a new tenant called demo2, and then use this email address. So once the tenant will this will generate a new tenant and create a separate database. So as we are speaking, it's generating the per tenant registration. It's generating the database, and it will ask you for the selected payment plan. So you have to select one of the payment plan, and then you will click next, and it will show you the summary of what options that you have selected, and then clicking on save will redirect you to the payment page. In the payment page, this is a standard Stripe payment page, as we are configuring the Stripe developer mode. So it's getting loaded, and then you will see all the details that you have filled up. This is the admin email that we are using. I'll just use the developer mode credit card details over here for the testing purpose, and my name, address, and then click on subscribe. Once the payment is successful, the user will be the tenant admin will be redirected to his own tenant, and for the localhost setup we have created a URL routing like demo2.localhost. Since this particular domain is not part of the certificate, we have to click on the proceed to demo 2 in order to redirect to the particular domain. And now you will see that um, there is a login sorry, the subscription was successful message. Once you press OK, you should be able to log in using the username and password that you have created for this tenant with. And the first page is loading a dashboard, but all these things are static, and we haven't implemented any of these features yet. But there is a minor difference between the tenant demo 2 and the host tenant, because you will see a little more options like tenant management. So if you head over here, you should be able to see the all the tenants in the system, and then you can edit, delete, or view tenant details, or even you can see this tenant, for example, that we have created. We can see all the tenant information here, and then billing information for this particular tenant admin that we have entered inside the Stripe, and the plan information, like which plan this particular tenant is on, when is last payment and next payment dates, along with the monthly price. The payment method is encrypted, and we are not storing any of this. We are just grabbing these details from this Stripe only, and then this is a Stripe generated invoice that can be downloaded by the tenant admin. So so once you like, this is the admin side of it, that is the host side of it, but tenant administrator can also see the same details when they go to my subscription. And here is the similar information for this particular tenant admin, and they can download the invoice. Other than this, there are sections for the roles. So this is a unique these are unique roles applicable to only this tenant. So if I'll create a new role called employee here, and add a permission for all the users to be displayed over here, and then if I head over to the main tenant and see the roles, ideally it should like here in this particular case it is showing employee, but it is a unique role to it is a unique role that should be displayed to demo 2 only, and not actually to host tenant. And I have something called Redis that is not configured correctly in my local environment here. And that's the reason you are seeing this in the host tenant and not in the demo tenant. Other than this, we have implemented user management, where you can add and manage users based on tenants separately. We have separate settings over here, so you can have your own SMTP settings. You can change once you create a tenant, the tenant as a tenant admin, you can change the text and logo and displayed over here and on the login pages. We have email template management, which are all the transactional templates. We have social authentication, where you can enable Microsoft, Facebook, or Google authentication and configure them so that it can be used customized to your own tenant. And then this is a demo payments page. So if you want to allow the tenant users to receive payments, you can ask the tenant administrator, you can add your Stripe settings and then implement and this is a demo form that will use that particular tenant level Stripe settings in order to take the payment as a tenant. Other than this, we have looks like there is some configuration in my local demonstration this time. So we won't be continue to demonstrate everything that I have planned for, but I hope you enjoyed this demo. And if you have any questions, you can connect with me on or comment on this channel, and I'll get back to you. Thank you so much, and